Hello everyone, and welcome to my second oral presentation on ethical decisions, ethical dilemmas, and how I would work through them. At the library right now, here in Mililani. My ethical dilemma currently is, I would have to say, homelessness amongst veterans. It's a dilemma for me, and it's problematic because I am a veteran. And sometimes I've been very close to homelessness. I work very hard at my degree, which is majoring in social work, graduating in May, with the emphasis on veteran reintegration. More specifically, trying to get veterans to reintegrate back into society after being on active duty, experiencing multiple deployments, PTSD, substance abuse. There's many different factors. How do I make ethical decisions? I try to use like a 7-step approach, if you will. First, stop and think. This provides me several benefits because it prevents from making rash decisions, which I'm prone to a lot, jumping to conclusions. And this can allow me to mobilize, my discipline. Also, clarify goals. Before you choose to clarify short-term or long-term goals, determine which of your many wants and don't wants are affected by the decision are the most important. Determine the facts. That's important. Sorry, I'm trying to compete with the... I should have wore some sunglasses out here. Determine the facts. Be sure you have adequate information to support my choice. Consider reliability and credibility of the people providing the facts. Consider the basis of the supposed facts. Develop options. Once you know what you want to achieve, then you can make the best judgment how to overcome the dilemma. Consider the consequences is very important. Choose, make a decision. If its choice is not immediately clear, try talking to people whose judgment you respect. Think of the person of a strong character that you know of and ask yourself what they would do in your situation. Follow the golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated. And more importantly, keep your promises. The 7th step is monitor and modify. Ethical decision makers monitor the effects of their choices. If they are not producing the intended results or causing additional unintended and undesirable results, they reassess the situation and simply make new decisions. Switching over to what approaches I use in making ethical decisions to try to combat my ethical dilemmas. I guess it would have to be commitment, consciousness, and competency. Ethical decision making, as we know, refers to the process of evaluating and choosing among alternatives in a manner consistent with ethical principles. In making ethical decisions, it is necessary to perceive and eliminate unethical options and select the best ethical alternatives. The process of making ethical decisions, like I said, requires commitment, consciousness, and competency. Good decisions are both ethical and effective if you're, thinking clearly and you have resources and people that you can ask advice from. Lastly, what are my conclusions on contemporary ethical issues? That's kind of a hard one. I feel that things do change. Change takes a while, it doesn't happen overnight. If I keep on striving to be the best, who I am, and working towards my goals, you know, my clients will see that. Again, I'm working with homeless veterans. That is my ethical dilemma right now in life, and trying to get these men and women to get assistance and to obtain and reap the benefits that they so deserve. It's really challenging to try to get these individuals, they've been through so much, to get them to see that, hey, you know, I can do it. If she can do it, I can do it. You know, I'm a combat veteran myself. I'm using benefits to go to school to achieve my degree in social work so that I may inspire and help and enlighten other veterans who have been disenfranchised by the system. And when I say the system, I mean the federal government, the whole world, pretty much. Anyway, without being too long-winded, I hope that that kind of shed a light on what I'm trying to achieve when dealing with ethical dilemmas and decisions and using critical thinking, the approaches that I use and that I'm trying to learn to use, and my conclusions on contemporary ethical issues. So thank you very much for listening to me today, and enjoy your Saturday. Aloha.